Did you know, even though it was hard to hear, that there was no contract for you or whatever it was? It seemed like you weren't ready to hear that, but maybe there was a party that did know that, I'm getting older and maybe I'm not quite able to keep up with the young crop.
Yeah, it probably didn't sink in till, I would even say, a year or even 2 years.
Yeah.
Like I think I was sitting in that for a while actually. But when on reflection and when I look at it, the decision was the right decision. Like it was, and to be fair, they actually, the club, when I'm talking about I would say Melbourne Victory, they actually looked after me, to be honest, because some of the destructive behaviours that I was, in at the time, like my professionalism wasn't there. I was cutting training and I wasn't turning up. I was like, I just didn't see it. Like I couldn't see it.
You're in it.
Yeah, I'm in it. So I couldn't see it. But then when I step back, it's like they actually looked after me, because if I feel like if they had kept me on there, I was no good to myself. It wouldn't have been too long before I would have just ruined everything.
Yeah.
And also too, I wouldn't have been good for the people and the players that were there. Like, and probably if I look back, there's probably times where I didn't help a lot of those younger guys with my behaviours and the way that I was showing up as a husband, as a father, and showing these guys, like the younger guys. I wish that I could go back and go, okay, this is probably the way that, you respect yourself, you respect your teammates, you respect women, you respect your wife, you respect your kids, like everything.
Yeah.
It's only now that I get the opportunity to do that. And that's why I'm having, the relationships I am having with my kids now, and it's funny because my daughter's very spiritual, and she actually said to me, she even said to my partner now, it's like, you know what, I'm so glad that my dad is being authentic. Like I can finally see, like, probably had glimpses of it.
That must make you feel warm and fuzzy inside, but then there must be a party that goes, golly, how long was I not authentic for? Or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think, and there's still a lot of guilt and shame about the times that because like I love my kids, like
I can see how you light up when you talk about them. I know Isabella,
and Axel
recently has opened to Benson Boone.
Yeah, Benson Boone.
She's
she's a superstar. My son started his own clothing label with another mate. So they're
what's that called?
Carmen.
Nice.
And I rep his shirts and I rep his hat. That's cool. I actually was at her concert at Festival Hall, wearing my son's clothes. So I mean, like I actually said to him, I have a group chat with him, I said, I'm so super proud of you guys, but I'm trying to make up for the times that, and there was a lot of time that I wasn't present, Dad. There was, like, I wanted to do things where I should have been, like, trying to spend more time or quality time with my kids, because, like, you've got kids, they grow up so quick.
Oh, they do.
And you miss it. Like, you missed it. And there's still times that, and I feel guilty about it. And sometimes I almost punish myself, like, because I go back into that, and because it's almost like big part of my life's been self-sabotage, but you want to go back and keep hurting yourself because you feel like that you need to do that to kind of, with the times that you miss, like you're punishing yourself. But like I said, my relationship now is just incredible, and to hear my daughter say those things is just that's where the healing is in that too. Like it's incredible. My son too is. He actually said it to my partner. He goes, how much he's changed. Like, he's changed a lot, which is beautiful because I have.
And you've worked hard on it,
yeah,
right?
worked hard on it because, in that world, the sporting world, your ego is just massaged unbelievably. And then, you get lost, I think, it still comes back, but it's, I think now when I go to games and I see the fans and it comes from a different place. But yeah, it's incredible.
And you don't need that love from the fans to be worthy.
Yeah. And I think
that's been part of the journey.
Yeah, 100%. I like it because we all, I think, in some respect, need validation in some way. I needed it. I needed it. Like, I think maybe because my self-esteem was so low. And I thought it's funny. Someone said something. What is it? Because I'm trying to think what it is. There's something to do with low self-esteem. I can't think of it. It might. Yeah, it will, because it's a great little saying. It's it's gonna hit me.
We've gone pretty deep quickly.
Yeah.
I do want to touch on your professional career, because it was an amazing career.